Nicole Knox is the past president of the Dallas Women Lawyers Association, is a criminal defense attorney and constitutional law expert. All right, Nicole, I know you're no big fan of Ethan Couch, but you say what Judge Wayne Salvant did is unconstitutional. More pointed, you said it causes him to be, Couch to be subject to double jeopardy. Tell me how that works.
Correct. So Ethan Couch in 2013 was sentenced to one sentence with 4 paragraphs on it, not 4 cases in juvenile court. When it was transferred to adult court, it should have stayed 1 case.
You mean there weren't 4 separate drunk driving manslaughter cases? It was one covering all of them?
Correct. And at that time, the DA's office had an opportunity to transfer it to adult court. And if they would have done that, but they didn't even try, if they would have done that, then they could have separated the cases at that time to make them stackable.
Okay, so you say this is a very important thing for a defense attorney. You say keeping them as one case. If they have to appeal this, because if it stays as 4 separate cases, or that would be the interpretation now, that would be really bad for their client. Tell me why that's so important to them.
Right, as a defense attorney, the #1 thing I want to be able to rely on, and that all I think American citizens want to be able to rely on, is the Constitution and the Bill of Rights specifically. Double jeopardy prevents any authority from changing someone's sentence after they've been sentenced, absent any other circumstances. Here, not only could the district attorney's office had changed and separated the cases at the outset, which they didn't do, but they could have charged Ethan Couch with a violation of probation, but that would have prevented him from being moved to adult court. So they're picking their battles, and then they're complaining about it at the end, knowing that they'll appeal to the public opinion.
And down the road somewhere, he could be punished or serve more prison time or whatever if they stayed as 4 separate cases, if that's how it stood.
Right. It's the reason everyone cares about this case right now, the reason why this prosecutors care, why the defense attorney cares, why the judge cares, is that if it's determined right now that these cases are separate, then they will remain separate until a court of appeals overturns the decision. And then we all know that the district attorney's office will be watching Ethan Couch like a hawk, day and night, and they will be waiting for him to violate probation. And if they do that, they can sentence him for up to 10 years on each case. So if they can separate the cases, it would be up to 40 years instead of 10.
Has there been a case like this before? You think it'll be overturned on appeal? I know you can't make a prediction. You don't know what the criminal courts will do, appeals court, but is this a no-brainer that's going to be overturned?
It's a no-brainer to me because of the constitutional principles that are involved here, not only double jeopardy in the 5th Amendment, but you also have notably the 8th Amendment and excessive punishment. You can even tie in a due process claim as well. So that's what we're dealing with here, and I think it will be overturned. I think it should be overturned because it's illegal, it's unconstitutional. But have we ever seen a case like Ethan Couch? Absolutely not.
And let's talk about that. Lastly, we know, everybody knows that there's a political element to this case. People right here every day complaining about the Ethan Couch decision. Wayne Salvant is up for re-election this year. Couch is radioactive. I would believe myself that it's much better to have a ruling you make against Ethan Couch overturned than having the public perceive you as being soft on Ethan Couch. Am I right?
I think anytime you have an elected official, you have to consider what the public opinion is. And here we have an overwhelming public opinion, not only in America, but internationally. And I don't know what other option the judge was left with in this case.
Okay, we'll see where it goes. Nicole Knox, thank you so much for coming in. Thanks a lot.